Hello and welcome to Decoding. In this video, I will be reviewing Legion Slim 7. It's an AMD gaming laptop from Lenovo that doesn't look like a gaming laptop. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so I said that this laptop doesn't really look like a gaming one. And it's true. I mean, look. There are no crazy RGBs or color accents. There are no aggressive looking exhaust vents. In fact, it looks very stealthy, and that's the whole ideology behind Legion Slim 7. It features flat-edged design with rounded corners, similar to older MacBook Pros or Lenovo's own ThinkPad Z series. This railing, which goes all around the chassis, has brushed metal look, which helps Legion to look a bit more premium. Of course, these laptop chassis are made of aluminium, and as a result of this, build quality is excellent. There is zero flex on chassis. Exhaust vents can be found on each side and on the rear. On the rear, we can also find I/O with illuminated markings, as it's now typical for Legion laptops. This illumination can be also quickly turned on or off using FM+U shortcut. Once we open up this laptop, we are greeted with 16x10 16-inch panel, but more on panel later on. We can see additional exhaust vents on top part of keyboard area, together with power button, which also serves as a fingerprint reader. LED ring also indicates which one of the three thermal modes is currently selected. As we can see, keyboard features numeric keypad, and of course it supports RGB, but you can easily switch in between different lighting modes, or you can just opt out for white backlit only. Trackpad, as you can see, is fairly generous for gaming laptop. It's made of glass and it works pretty good. No complaints here. Now, for those who are not familiar with Lenovo gaming lineup, let me put it into context. Lenovo also sells Legion 7, which is their top tier offer. Then they have Legion 5 and 5 Pro. Below that, there's also IdeaPad Gaming, which is a budget gaming laptop. And Legion Slim 7 sits below Legion 7 and above 5 Pro. In fact, Slim 7 is 3.1mm thinner than Legion 7 and 9.7mm thinner than Legion 5 Pro, which is 16.9mm thin. It is also fairly light for a gaming laptop, just 2.1 kilos or 4.8 pounds. Legion 7 weighs 2.4 kilos or 5.1 pounds. And of course, weight can vary based on GPU. This unit here features Ryzen 7 6899H with 8 cores and 16 logical processors. 16 gigs of LPDDR5, of which 8 gigs is soldered and remaining 8 gigs is replaceable. No NVIDIA graphics on AMD SKU, meaning we have Radeon RX 6600S. NVIDIA is only available on Intel versions. This might frustrate some potential buyers, but this decision enables Lenovo hitting lower MSRPs because, as we know, AMD is cheaper in general for both CPU and GPU aspects. We have this nice 16-inch 16x10 2K panel with 165 Hz of refresh rate and 500 nits of brightness. There is also 240 Hz panel available. Panel is bright enough, and in terms of resolution, 2K is perfectly acceptable on 16-inch screen. Battery capacity is 71 watt-hours. Battery life isn't great, but that's to be expected on a gaming system. In fact, you don't need to carry around the huge including power brick, and instead you can just use USB-C charger on the go. It won't deliver full performance, but it is perfectly usable for lightweight tasks. This spec here is rather mediocre, but you can go all the way up to Ryzen 9 6900HX, 24 gigs of RAM, not sure why not 32 gigs, RX 6800S, and 2 TB of PCIe Gen 4 SSD for storage. There's also an option for larger 99.9 watt-hour battery, which is the maximum legal capacity which can be carried on the play right now. But keep in mind, with this larger battery also comes added weight. Port selection is fairly generous, featuring 2x USB-C 3.2 Gen 2, 2x USB-A 3.2 Gen 2, and HDMI port. Now, if you look at Intel version, side by side, we can see that I/O is slightly different. Mainly because Intel has a Thunderbolt port, but there is also an extra USB-A on Intel for some reason. If you know why is that, let me know down below in the comment section. There's also a full-size SD card reader, which really makes this laptop creator friendly, and of course an audio jack. Now, Slim 7 features 720p webcam, which is, well, just not good enough, but it also comes with 1080p version, but only in higher up models. In my view, 1080p should be standard across the range, no exceptions. On the upside, there is a kill switch for better privacy and a peace of mind. Legion Slim 7 has two 2-watt speakers with Harman Kardon certification. Audio is not bad, but for gaming and editing, I would also recommend a pair of good headphones. What I do like is pre-installed Nehemic app, in which you can further customize your audio by your preference, but I could only hear the difference while using headphones. While having an numeric keypad is nice and convenient for many, it also means that entire keyboard is shifted to the left, and therefore typing can be a bit awkward, and I often mistype because of this. But I guess it's just a matter of getting used to this layout. This keyboard only has 1.3mm of key travel, but it is spill resistant, which is always nice. As Slim 7 is targeting both creators and gamers, competition scope is rather wide, all the way from Dell XPS with RTX graphics to MSI Creator Z17. It really depends how you want to use Slim 7, because it isn't specifically designed for neither. It of course wouldn't be fair if I would compare Slim 7 to the beasts like Razer Blade 15, Alienware, or even Legion 7. Gaming performance is good. You just have to manage your expectations and maybe use medium to high settings if you want to enjoy good frame rates. Even though these don't reflect real-life usage, let's look at some synthetic benchmarks just for reference. Do you like to game on weekends and evenings and not seeking the best performance? Legion Slim 7 can be a perfect laptop for you. It has a very well thought out and minimal design while being functional at the same time. Build quality is amazing, great panel, keyboard with numeric keypad. Yes, it could have more travel distance, and FHD webcam should be standard, not tied to higher up specs. Do I think Nvidia should be available on AMD models? Maybe, but then with limited thermal envelope, RX is plenty enough in my view. I have to say, Legion Slim 7 is one of my favorite laptops ever, for both how great it looks, but also for great balance of features it packs inside. It doesn't pretend to be anything that it isn't. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.